Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mariota. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mariota on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mariota to throw it. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. On the read option, it's Mariota. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike 51.
Throwing, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Third and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Gay's kick is good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at the 20. Now our first carry for Melvin Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let's put that team on the hook.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on second and 14. Wentz, he's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Wentz going to throw. And it's caught. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Melvin Gordon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Buccaneers 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On second down, it's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Mariota, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Eagles go over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one, 28 yards on the ground. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On first down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
36. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And some room to roam now. A game there of 30 big ones.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They can't hang with that.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check.
He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's going to be a
To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Not today, you are. Not today, bravo. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, check. 51.
To throw, Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mariota to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Another shot from the one on second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates the